Welcome to Fantastic Fiber Friday. This is Brandy, and I got a lot to talk about today, so we're going to jump right in. This week's Fiber of the Week was Baby Doll Southdown, and I love the softness of Baby Doll Southdown. So with my Baby Doll Southdown, I did up some roll-logs with my hand carders, and right here is a little sample of the staple of the fleece. You can see that there. And I'm glad that I didn't actually buy an entire fleece of this, because there were some really nasty, gnarly parts of this. If you guys can see, I would never buy a fleece in this condition. I actually just got a bit of a fleece sight unseen, so yeah, it's pretty full of veg, and even has, oh, what are they called, the little pricklies in it. So I pulled out the best parts to go ahead and do some roll lags and spin up for you, and I do have some spin on a spindle here that I have been working on. And it's actually, the nice parts spun up really nice. It is quite soft once you got the veg out of it, and there was quite a bit of veg, so it takes a lot more work to process a fleece with a lot of veg. Like I said, not a fleece I would have actually bought, but just getting the sample, I didn't worry about it too much. But there is your Baby Doll Southdown. If you want to learn more about Baby Doll Southdown, check out Monday and Wednesday's blog. They are some of the cutest sheep ever because they're so tiny. Now I'm going to move on to the spun bats from last week. I got a great response about the bats that I kept myself from spinning up before you guys saw them on Friday. So I did some spinning, and this was the first bat spun up, and it had some wool and recycled silk. Let me pull out a little bit here so you can take a look. Some recycled silk and mohair, and a little touch of Firestar, because I was just kind of playing with it to see how it would go, and it spun up just absolutely lovely. And if you guys can't see this really well, I am going to add some pictures underneath the video so you can actually get a closer up look of these. The second one was a Silky Bat with alpaca, wool, and the silk thrums. And this kind of reminded me of almost a tweed in a way, just by how it looks. Not that it has little tweed pieces in it, but kind of just by how it looks. And I really like how that came out. I got a lot of comments as I was spinning this one from the ladies at the spinning group. And last was the art bat that I had made up. Oops, got stuff falling here. And I just absolutely went gaga over this. How fun is this yarn? And this had alpaca, wool, some thrums in it, and some of the recycled silk waste, which made it really look tweedy, like there are bits of tweed in there. So that was just really cool. And the ladies absolutely fell head over heels for this stuff. So that was my spinning. The bats that I decided not to spin last week, so you guys could see them before they were spun up. So I decided to kind of take what I did here and make up some new bats for the store. And I came up with 3 new, I guess you could say, formulations or blends. Blends would be the correct word. And here's what I came up with. I came up with what I'm calling my Silky Bats. And this is a blend of wool, silk thrums, recycled silk thrums, and Firestar. No mohair in this one. I've had some people say that they're allergic to mohair, and I wanted to offer things without mohair. And I think what I'm going to do, instead of offering like 9 different colorways like I did with the basic blend or anything like that, I'm going to offer these as one of a kind. But if you want more of a color or something, let me know, and I'll see if I can put it together for you. But I never know what color the thrums are that I'm going to get. So that kind of throws it up in the air a little bit. But I will be putting these in 4-ounce batches, as per usual, 4-ounce bump. And they will be going, hopefully, on the website before the end of the weekend. So this was the Silky Bat. And then I have the rescued and recycled bats, is what I'm calling these. These have some wool, alpaca, and recycled silk thrombs. And I loved how that turned out. I like the fact that I was able to integrate the farm's fiber in with it. Hence the name Rescued and Recycled. And like I said, for the colorways of the Silky Bats, it's going to be the same for all these because I never know what colors I'm going to be getting in. So I'll figure it out and just put them up as I make them. The last one I want to show you is the art bats. And I did these up in 2 different ways. This one I didn't use any dyed fiber. It was all natural white wool and brown alpaca and the silk waste as it was. And I thought it turned out pretty neat, though the husband had a different idea about it. So I turned around and I made another bat where I added colored wool and alpaca to it. And that turned out pretty cool. I actually like it better with a little more color in it. And I think I'm going to do them like this from now on. And I may even, because I was doing a dyeing experiment last week with the silk waste. Remember, I had mentioned a dyeing experiment and it was still in the pot, and I'd show you this week. This is the silk waste dyed. This is the silk waste undyed, or over dyed, I guess I should say, because some of it's been dyed all different colors. So I over dyed just a little bit to see how it would work. And I actually liked the way it over dyed, but I didn't want to throw it into a bat without showing you first. And I think if maybe I did a little colored wool and some of the over dyed silk waste, it'd look really cool. So I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do this yet, but the recycled art bats are going to consist of either Angora, which I will list. It'll be Angora or alpaca or cashmere from the farm. The recycled silk waste that's been over dyed, and a little bit of wool, because I find that the wool works really good at keeping things kind of separated out a little better. I really didn't like doing it just alpaca and the silk waste together. It just didn't come out as a very cohesive bat. It wanted to fall apart. So I like it. Let me know what you think. And now we're going to have a moment with the kittens. We have Kitty is taking a trip outside. Oh, where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? And the alpaca's enjoying some grazing time. Oops, sorry about that. And the Aussie just meandering around. Back to kittens. Where's the other kitten? Oh, there he is. And the fluffy cat, who is not real thrilled with us having these kittens. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yep, there it is. Uh-oh. Come here, Houdini. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. Come see me. Come see me. Come on. Hey. What you doing there, guy? It's almost like they don't want to walk in the grass at all. They are growing so fast. I love the kittens. They're just fun. I hear little pitter-patter feet around the house, and that's the kind of little pitter-patter I like to hear. Little animals scampering. Okay, the last thing I have to talk about today is the contest I've been talking about all week in the blog. I am going to do a mini fiber lesson contest. So all you need to do to enter is to comment on the blog. Comment on this Friday's blog. The drawing will be next Friday. I'll use a random number generator and draw a couple people's names. It depends on how many enter. But what you will get is you will get a 15-minute mini fiber lesson with me. And you can tell me what you want to learn about fiber, and I can tell you everything that I've learned the last couple years playing with fiber. But like I said, all you have to do to enter is comment on the blog. And I'll be posting this all over Facebook and Twitter and Ravelry and all that jazz. So good luck to those who enter. And that will be everything for this week's episode of Fantastic Fiber Friday. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you next week.